Hey cats and chicks, Slipback Rocker here. If you notice, I'm in a different setup. That's because I'm downstairs on my couch. And I'm gonna kind of be talking more about on the hair tonics from the 50s and stuff like that. And kind of describing, stuff about them that people used them for back then in the 50s. So, obviously, one of the oldest hair tonic companies out there is Vitalis Hair Tonic. And hair products were very popular in the 20th century, especially in the late 50s. Hair products were, obviously pretty popular. You not only had like your pomades and your creams, but you also had your hair tonics like Vitalis and Vaseline and all those other companies that made hair products. But yeah, in no way is Vitalis anywhere comparable or like a greasing, it's not like a greasy product, it's, even says in the back here, Vitalis Hair Tonic is specifically formulated to leave your hair neat, well-groomed, and healthy-looking. Vitalis Hair Tonic works to restore manageability, to leave your hair types using a light, non-greasy formula. My bad. But yeah, so, and there's different types of hair tonics too. There's alcohol-based hair tonics and there's oil-based hair tonics, like Vaseline. And Elvis Presley is famous for using that oil-based one, Vaseline, because in a photo, if you look up Elvis Presley, I don't know what you would type in, but if you look up a photo, you'll see Elvis Presley with his hair tonic in his bathroom on the thing. So Elvis Presley is known for using that hair tonic. But yeah, so pretty much hair tonics have been around for a long time, just as much as some hair pomades have been around for. They're mainly made for pretty much keeping your hair well groomed, not leaving it completely wet and greasy looking, but, making it sort of greasy. Like, this Vitalis hair tonic has some of a shine, but, not as much as, like Bro Cream or Murray's Super Light. It doesn't have as much as that, but it does have a little bit of a shine to it when you do use it. So, if you're looking for, like, a product that really greases your hair, don't use this. You can if you want to. I can't tell you what to do. But I would advise maybe looking for someone like Bro Cream, which has a really high shine to it. Or maybe Murray's, maybe even some Murray's products have high shines to it. I'd recommend something like that. I wouldn't really recommend Vitalis because it's not really a high shining hair product. All right. But yeah, so hair products like these are very popular in the 50s. Pretty much, people who bought stuff like this, like hair tonics, didn't want to use the greasy products because that was assumed as greasy kid stuff back in the 50s. And they would just use stuff like Vitalis hair tonic and other hair tonics in their hair because they didn't want to be associated with the greasy kid stuff like Bro Cream and all that other stuff. They didn't want to be associated with that, so they used products like Vitalis and other hair tonics to use to not be associated with that stuff back then. Because the teenagers back in the 50s, they were using stuff like, Bro Cream, Murray's, Royal Crown, just to name a few old school hair pomades back in that time period, But yeah, so mainly, as I was saying, there's two different types of hair tonics, alcohol-based and oil-based. And this is an alcohol-based hair tonic. And you can tell it's an alcohol-based by opening the lid and smelling it. Because once you get that first smell, yep, that strong fucking hint of alcohol hits you right away. And this stuff is very strong too, if you use this hair tonic, your bathroom's gonna smell like alcohol pretty much the whole day. At least that's what I've noticed. The first time I tried using this, I tried applying it, my bathroom smelled like hair tonic the whole day. It just happens. Obviously the smell will go away on its own, but for the most part, it's gonna smell like alcohol the whole day. that's just how it is. Because one of the main ingredients in this Vitalis hair tonic is alcohol. This is an alcohol-based hair tonic. So that's one of the main ingredients that's in here. And that's why it's going to leave your bathroom smelling like alcohol the whole day. It just is what it is. How to apply this? Here's what I found works best. Usually when I use pomade and other hair products, I kind of just rub it in my hands and apply it through the hair. That's what I suggest doing with hair tonic as well. Because like pomades and stuff, if you take some of this, rub it in your hands and run it throughout your hair, eventually it'll get what it needs to done. So that's what I recommend doing. As you know, I did fail in my first time trying this stuff, but I've reused it since then to give it another shot. And I found that the best way to use this type of stuff, whether it's oil-based or alcohol-based, is rubbing it in the hands like pomade and kind of just running it throughout the hair until you seem that you give enough. You can decide how much you want to put in because it's your hair and it's your product that you're using. But I usually do 6 squirts of this stuff when I use this and apply it to my hair. I don't do any really much than 6 squirts. Because I feel like that's just what is the best. I'll do some on the top, some on the side, and I'll do my back a little bit. But it's not a really heavy product though. So if you're gonna buy this and hoping that's gonna hold your hair down, it's not. That's not what it's meant for. At the most, it's gonna be very light. If you use this product on your own, it's gonna be a very light product and it's not gonna do what you want it to do. If you want a heavy holding grooming hair product, then go for something more heavy. Don't go for a hair tonic. Hair tonics aren't meant for that. They're meant to leave your hair groomed, yes, like pomade. Pomade grooms your hair like hair tonics does. But in no way is hair tonic meant to keep your hair in place, every little hair. It's not its main job. It's not its main purpose. Yeah. Obviously, you can use other products with this, because if you choose this on your own, it's going to be very light and it's not going to do everything it needs to do. But, if you use something more medium hold and then add this, it's going to add more shine to it than if you just use this stuff on its own. So, but yeah. So, hair tonics really are meant for keeping your hair groomed, not wet, greasy, but sort of pretty much groomed. Also, it's used for if you have any hair problems, if you're starting to have hair loss, this could help for it. Or if you have dandruff problems, Vitalis can help for that as well. And other hair tonics, that stuff mainly. And also, obviously, it's meant to keep your hair groomed. So that's kind of more what a hair tonic is. So in case you're all wondering, are you thinking of picking up some Vitalis hair tonic or any hair tonic in general, in case you're wondering what a hair tonic is, that's what it kind of is. And that's its main job. So hopefully you all enjoyed this. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see you all next time. You dig?